Hello dear students, welcome to the MSBT online learning platform. We bring you most relevant content in the most attractive digital format. Myself, Dr. Surendra Kukadawar. I am Head of Department Civil Engineering in the Government Polytechnic, Nagpur. Students, in this video session, we are going to study the unit outcome 3B, that is draw theoretical and practical profile of given gravity dam section. To cover this unit outcome, the subtopic we are going to study are the drainage galleries, joints in the gravity dam, concept of high and low dam. So this is the part related in the gravity dam. See the concept map. In the video 1, we have already studied the forces acting on the gravity dam and profile of the gravity dam. In this part 2, we are going to study the galleries in the gravity dam and joints in the gravity dam. Let us see the galleries in the gravity dam. A gallery is a form opening left in a dam. The galleries are of two types, foundation gallery and inspection gallery. This may run transverse or longitudinal direction or run horizontally or on a slope. The shape and size varies from dam to dam and it is generally governed by the functions it has to perform. In this figure, we are finding the two typical shape of the galleries, that is rectangular and oval. So this one is the rectangular gallery and this one is the oval shape gallery. All the corners should be rounded so that stress concentration is minimum. See here, all the corners are rounded. Now we'll see the functions of galleries. To provide drainage of the dam section, to provide facilities for drilling and grouting operations for foundations, to provide space for header and return pipes for post cooling of concrete and grouting the longitudinal joints after the completion of dam, to provide access to observe and measure the behavior of the structure after its completion by fixing thermocouples and examining the development of cracks, to provide an access of mechanical convenience needed for the operation. So galleries are the openings provided in the body of the dam by virtue of which an inspection and similarly defects can be identified by moving along the galleries. Now see the joints in the gravity dam. The joints in the gravity dam are of two types. First one is the construction joint and another is the contraction joints. Contraction joints are further divided, transverse joints and longitudinal joints. Now we'll see in detail the construction and contraction joints. Construction joints. Construction joints are provided for ease in construction of the dam. They also permit systematic, convenient and economical construction of the dam. These are the horizontal joints. The thickness of each layer of concrete should not be more than 1.5 meter. The thickness of the first layer of the concrete above the rock foundation should not be more than 0.75 meter. Now see the contraction joints. The contraction joints are provided to avoid the cracks caused due to the shrinkage of concrete due to temperature changes. The contraction joints are again divided in two types. First one is the transverse joint and next one is the longitudinal joints. So these are the two types of the very important joints provided in the gravity dam. See now in detail the transfer joints. We are finding here the sketch of the transfer joint. The transfer joints are provided normal to the axis of dam. They are provided to prevent haphazard transverse cracks due to the contraction of the concrete. The spacing of such joints depend upon the number of factors, including the position of structure and topographic feature of the dam site. The general practice is to restrict the spacing of the joints to about 15 meter or the height of the dam, whichever is less. The joints extend entirely through the structure. So you are finding here the transfer joint with the keyways. This is the triangular keyway, and here you are finding the trapezoidal keyway. These keyways are provided to join the different layers of the concrete to have the one homogeneous concrete gravity dam. Now we will see the longitudinal joints. These are provided parallel to the axis of the dam to prevent longitudinal cracks. Since longitudinal cracks may coincide closely with the planes of maximum shear, these cracks are objectionable from the point of safety. Longitudinal joints run between two adjacent transverse joints and are thus not continuous all along the length of the dam. See here you are finding the longitudinal joints. These are the longitudinal joints. These are provided in between the two transverse joints. They are continuous in vertical plane, dividing the dam into number of blocks. See these transverse joints and the longitudinal joints divides the whole section of the gravity dam into the number of blocks. We will now discuss the concept of high dam and low dam. What is the low dam? A low dam is the one in which the height h is less than the given by equation. The equation h is equal to f upon w into rho plus 1, so that the maximum compressive stress is not greater than the allowable stress, where h is the height of dam in meters and the f is the safe allowable compressive stress for the dam masonry in tons per meter square. W is the specific weight of water in tons per meter cube. Rho is the specific gravity of the dam material. In the general case, if we take the different values of the variables in the equation, that is W is equal to 1 ton per meter cube, rho is equal to 2.40. Okay, so if you put all these values into the equation, you will find the h, that is the height of dam, equal to 88 meters. Therefore, a gravity dam is said to be low dam when its height in meters is less than the whatever the given by the equation, h is equal to f upon w rho plus 1. So when the dam is below the 88 meters dam, the dam is called as a low dam. Now we'll see the high dam. The resultant of the high dam go outside the middle third point. Maximum compressive stress may exceed the permissible limit. Upstream face of the dam given a slope for lower portion of dam height to maintain the resultant in middle third portion. Now see the low dam again. If the height of the dam is less than 88 meter, then we will call it as a low dam. The resultant passes through the lower middle third point. The maximum compressive stress does not exceed the permissible limit. Upstream face of dam is vertical. So here you are finding the clear difference between the high dam and low dam. Let us see the sketch of the high dam and low dam. So you are finding here the low dam, which is restricted to the height of 88 meter, and it is a right angle triangle, while the high gravity dam has been modified to this shape. We have already studied the earthen dam. Now we have studied the gravity dam. Let us see the difference between the earthen dam and gravity dam. Earthen dams are less durable. Gravity dams are more durable. Earthen dam cannot withstand very high pressure. It can withstand the high pressure. It cannot be 100% watertight. It can be 100% watertight. Earthen dam cannot be made thinner. Gravity dam can be made thinner. In the earthen dam, failure is sudden, while in the gravity dam, the failure is not sudden. The earthen dam uses the locally available materials such as stone, silt, clay, sand, while in the gravity dam, the stone, brick and concrete only can be used. In earthen dam, skilled labor is not required for the construction in many part of the construction, while in the gravity dam, the skilled labor is required for the construction. The spillway should be provided separately in the earthen dam. Spillway can be provided in the body of the dam in gravity dam. Maintenance cost of earthen dam is more. Maintenance cost of gravity dam is less. Initial cost of earthen dam is less. Initial cost of the gravity dam is more. So from these different points, we will get clear difference between the earthen dam and gravity dam. So dear students, what we have studied here? We have studied the drainage galleries. We have studied the joints in the gravity dam. We have also studied the concept of high dam and low dam. And one more additional things we have studied in this video lecture is the difference between the gravity dam and earthen dam. What are the key takeaway? Galleries and joints are very important part in the gravity dam. Both are required to be constructed and maintained properly for the stability of gravity dam. These are the references. Number of books have been mentioned here. Few links of the YouTubes and the videos for more detailed study of the part. So students, thank you. Have a nice day.